I am Tama Jola. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Tribe. We're in season 2, episode 5, and we have guests.
Well, I'm fit.
Yay. We're chilling here with two favorable guests. Do you guys mind introducing yourselves so that people can know?
Thanks. Alright, I'll go first. So I'm fit. Halloween. This man put a past King Slate the Great in the cut and the scare. Born, bred, buttered, sliced, and peanut buttered in the United States of Ecuador.
I heard this backstage and I was like, yay.
Yeah,
but that's me.
Yeah, I have not seen such an interview before, bro.
Oh man, you guys are too kind.
See, that's why we don't want to introduce people ourselves. We like you guys to do the honor end because you've just killed it now. You're done.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's so hard.
Following that up.
My bad.
To follow. It's your boy, Junior King, dancer, rapper, producer, director, actor, everything. Colored boy that can dance, straight from King Dance Studio, Youth Nick, Port Elizabeth, 041 in North Sound.
Yeah. Man, we're pleased to have you guys. So, as you guys can see, I have a new co-host with me, Miss Tama Jola herself, and she's going to do us the honor of introducing the first couple of questions that she has for Slate.
Yes, so I have questions for you, and you have questions for?
Yeah, Jimmy.
That's dope.
So, yeah. Okay, so please introduce yourself and what do you do?
Alright, so I am an entertainer, a musician, a songwriter, a recording artist. But I guess today we're talking about the music, right? We're talking about Slate the Great. So I've been making music officially since 2019, right? That's when I really started taking it seriously. But you know, almost as a kid, you make music, you know? You started dancing before you were officially Junior King, you know? So yeah, when I started, I couldn't really pinpoint, but what I could tell you is when I started being like, okay, cool, you know what? I'm giving this my all. That must have been like in 2019, you know.
So you're like a good 6 years in strong. That sounds steady. Because I'm sure even when you're doing the young beatbox and the whatnot, that counts quote unquote classified as making.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Any technical background.
Yeah.
Beatbox.
That's not me, bro. No.
That he was beatboxing.
No, I tried it. I was like, can I do it?
Junior, I have a question for you, man. I want to know, like, your calling in the arts. When did you realize that you have it, like, you're different, you know, like you can do things that other people take long to latch onto, etc., etc.
Since the womb, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think it was
so real though.
Yeah, you know.
I'm kidding. I think it was since primary school. Primary school is like, I feel like where I found myself. There was like a lot of projects being handed out to the class, and it would be a paint project, it would be a dance project, it would be any project. I would find myself always leading my group, and I would find myself always like saying, okay, you do that, I think you need to paint the sunflower, okay, you're gonna do. I just found myself in that position all the time when I was a kid. Like I was always just like a leader for some reason, or when we would choose teams, they would choose me first, they'd be like, hey, you, for some reason.
Everyone wants to rock with you.
Yeah, so I think in primary school, that's where I kind of realized that like all these little projects I'm a part of, or anything I'm a part of, I'm always being like the head of the group. So I think that's where it like clicked to me that okay, maybe I'm like not like everybody else, because like everywhere or everything I do with that scam, people are always like, please like give us, what must we do? They're all looking at me like, yeah, what must we do? So I think that's when I realized like I'm gonna fit in that type of role.
I love it. Like you made a great example with camp, because I remember even like us in primary school, we used to have camps where we go to like prefect camp and whatnot. And there'd be activities, and then they look to this one specific person to lead the whole curated. So like if you're that guy, you know, you were a leader like from the get-go.
Yeah, they're standing like this. They're like this. What are we doing?
Yeah, that was me. And everything feels like sort of instinctual to you and whatnot.
Like I didn't even practice. Like it just came to me. So I think that's where I realized.
No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I was the opposite.
We're in the back. We're in the front now.
I'm also very surprised that I actually do this every day.
Yeah.
I used to be like this. I never said anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I was never noticed.
You know what? Rather be surprised by what you do every day than being comfortable where you at.
Facts. Because you won't grow without and comfort.
Excuse that.
You know, we're bringing the house down. We're bringing the house down. Everything is falling.
People take over
We're bringing the house down. Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
There'll be another explosion right now.
It might be the chairs next.
But yeah. It's like that. He's right. If you were comfortable, then you wouldn't be growing. So
Yeah, that's why
it's
they say you must be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't have known that about you.
Yeah.
Like I would have think, you do this.
Yeah, it's on a daily.
Oh,
Nope.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
I have a question.
Alright.
Why did you take the direction of hip hop?
Hip hop specifically.
Specifically hip hop.
I think it was a matter of what I listened to the most. Because, okay, so I used to write poetry in primary school. Right? Write poetry, doing this thing. And then, you know, the autographias and the Eisteddfords and all that. Yeah. So then, when I was like 9, I was like, okay, cool, I'm doing these things, I'm writing my own ones instead of just performing the ones that were given, you know. And then when I was 10, I started listening more in like the hip hops and all that, you know what I'm saying? And then I fell in love with Drake. And I started realizing, No, okay.
Can I say, that's a good man over here.
Nah.
That's a good man.
I'll break your heart soon. We still know, break your heart
still
soon.
know
I'm a
biases
K-Dot
now.
fan, bro. K-Dot, bro. Take it back.
Okay, now
Ah, look here. You in between two arms.
Where you at? Where you at?
Outside.
Kendrick or Drake? Where you at?
No way. She's outside.
Where you at?
This forces you to make a decision here, look.
You don't listen to hip hop.
Yeah, she's outside. So that's what it was, man. Nothing was the same. I was listening to all of that, you know, getting really into it, you know. And then my father was putting me on, you know. And then I was like, you know what? The poetry that I'm writing, if I say it a bit faster, I'm rapping. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
Rap is rhythm and poetry, R-A-P, you know. So that's what happened.
Nah, that's dope because like a lot of people, it started with poetry, like school, blah blah blah. Like the formation of the whole rap started with school. Like I don't know if you had a teacher that what made you so interested in poetry or whatnot. Because normally when I see these artists like Kendrick, for example, he was an amazing poetry artist, and he used to like spur him on to continue doing this because they found him so amazing. Like, did you have that also, like someone or teacher that made you actually take an interest? Because you know teachers actually play a huge role in
they can.
liking what we like and what we don't like, you know. If you have a bad teacher, generally you just turned off. I don't know if maybe you can also speak on that, like, since we're having an open conversation here, Junior. Like,
I reckon, I don't know about Junior, but with me, teachers pinpointed leadership skills in me. There was a teacher of mine, Mr. Funava, like, when I was in school, I don't know, in my school, I went to Kabiyaga Large School, right? So
this man is saying it in Afrikaans.
Because it was an English Afrikaans school, So there, when it came to the academics, I'm there. When it came to being naughty, I'm there. When it came to the sports, I'm there. You know,
Jack of all trades.
You know what I'm saying? So then my teacher, Mr. Funava, was like, "Hey, bro, maybe you're a good leader, but you could be leading people the wrong way." So my teacher influenced me in that way, being aware of the fact that, I could have. I could be influencing people this way, so let me just rather, say moving that way. But in terms of the arts and all that, I think, it was just a love of maybe the English subject. My grade 6 English teacher was great, and my high school English teachers were great, but like, not necessarily like the arts itself. Yourself?
Grade 7, my teacher, her name is Miss Prince. Yeah, she was the one who like basically egged me on to not give up on the dancing and on the media thing. And she always used to do like family fun days, and she would let us perform. And she was very like hard on me, like I want you to be, you know what I mean, respectful, disciplined, and so she was like a big influence on me.
Yeah, I hear that. Junior, like for you, like we know you started with the dancing, and now you do the hip hop. Like, would you say what led to the transition between the two lanes of creativity?
Okay, so a lot of people get this mistaken. Like, I go viral on Facebook every day for this nonsense. People think because I'm just rapping now or overnight, and I'm just like successful with the music overnight, and there's like this whole stigma of no, he's only getting millions of views with the music because he had millions of followers with the dancing, right? Which is so untrue. Because once I did the transition from dancer to rapper, I was getting like little views, bro. My dance fans didn't just, we're gonna mess with you immediately. Like they didn't, like my music wasn't taken serious. I didn't get a lot of views. I didn't get a lot of streams, likes, none of that. I couldn't book shows for my rapping. They were still, even if I was rapping, I was dropping EPs and I was dropping mixtapes and music. They were still booking me for dance gigs. You know what I mean? So they still didn't take me serious, yeah. So this whole notion of my fans followed me into my music career is BS, man. You know what I mean? Because it took me a long time, you know, for me to actually break into the music industry. I'm gonna tell you what made that transition happen. Changing from English to Afrikaans. That's what made that transition happen. Come and tell you why. Afrikaans is not colored people's language, we don't own it. It comes from Dutch originally, right?
That's true.
But we sort of made it our own. We created our own slang around it. There's words in Afrikaans, colored Afrikaans, where you won't hear in Dutch, you won't hear in proper Afrikaans, you won't hear it in other Afrikaans. We have like a language that we created as colored people that we understand each other. Like I'm as a colored person or a colored person in the hood can say a whole sentence to you in Afrikaans, but you won't understand it just because of how he phrased it or the lingo that he's using. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I started changing to Afrikaans music, that's when people started to take me more seriously. Like especially I'm colored and they relate more and they resonate more with what I'm saying in Afrikaans. That's where it basically, the success and the views and the streams and the shows and blah 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 started happening in the artist space. You feel me? So it was very, very difficult to go from a dancer to a rapper because people knew me for this one thing, and you know how it goes when people see you only for one thing. It's very, very, very difficult.
They want you to stick to that thing. They don't want you to do other things.
Until today.
Music is a different audience.
Yup.
Dancing is just dancing. Music is music.
Yup. And until today, I get like comments here and there telling me like stick to dancing. You know what I mean? That's what we know you for.
Music is gimmicky when like it's literally been with you.
Do you know what I mean? And what they don't know, the music I actually did before the dancing. Like before I was a dancer, I was writing poems at school. I won in primary school in grade 6. I won first place, and like there was like a national, not a national, sorry. Like all the schools were part of it, like a poem competition, and I won first place.
South Africa, that is.
No, in Eastern Cape. Yeah, and I won first place in the poem thingies. I was doing poems for a while.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, and then I was rapping after that. I was writing my own bars, like grade 1 bars. I was me and my cousins.
Grade 1 bars.
Yeah, so it's facts.
Kani, Chucky, my aunts are
It's just about the rhymes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just rhyming.
So me and my cousin started writing it up, and then dancing only came after rapping. So when I started rapping, I'm gonna tell you who told me to take my music serious. I was doing a music video with AKA. Rest in peace. So we were doing Fully In.
Oh yeah.
His name is Fully In. I'm in Fully In.
I remember it.
It's
I remember.
all Touch My Blood was.
Fully. Yeah. So I did the music with him. So now we're chilling. We're drinking the watermelon shandies. We're vibing, talking, and I play one of my joints. At that time, I'm like sounding just like him, like auto-tuning. I sound just like him. So he listens to the song. He's like, "Yo, that sound kind of sounds like me." I'm like, "Hey, bruh."
And I can imagine it was an inspiration.
Of course, that's the goat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm heavy inspired by you and stuff. He's like, yo, you need to take your music seriously, like work more on it, but get your own vibe. You know what I mean? You can get inspiration from me, but like get your own vibe. And he told me, Ali B, one of the biggest Afrikaans artists in
We spoke about him when
he was one of the people who also told me, yo, take your music seriously. So that time I was working with already big artists. I was working with Nasty C, Black Coffee, Casper Your Vest, Boity. I was in Boity's music video. I was in what's that? I mean that music video, yeah. Like I don't know if you all can play a clip while you play the shit.
Yeah, no, we will.
What's that? I'm in a red jacket and there's like a Bentley behind me. Don't play with me, bro. I'm kidding. But like I've been already so deep. I've worked with all the biggest artists. I opened up for Post Malone. I've opened up for Meek Mill. Like I worked with everybody. So by the time I came back home to PE from Jersey, I was like, I want that. I was like, I'm it's cool dancing as a backup dancer and getting my bag sharp, but like I want to be the guy in the middle that they scream for or are here for. And then I just got obsessed with creating my own brand and creating my own name as an artist when I came back home to PE. I was obsessed with that. So I made it happen.
You know what? Can I just touch back on like the importance of what he said when he said like when he started using the lingo.
The vernac. I wanted to draw parallels to that.
Yeah, because
also your music, or Lamfetu and stuff like that, you actually rap in Xhosa. He raps in Afrikaans.
Yeah.
And if you even look at someone like Ifani from PE, who I feel like was the last to make it in music, quote unquote, in PE and make it big, even though like
chill.
No, like I mean, besides like.
No. Yeah. I think what he's trying to say is, as far as mainstream goes from PE, he was like a big name, right? Yeah. Chill. So what I'm saying is, there have been others, but I think the moment you tap in with your vernac, you know, you're able to relate to people.
He's not taking it.
Who is Ifani?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, we know he fell off and stuff like.
Sure.
When was he on?
What?
He was on
Ifani.
Yeah.
Alright, let me try Ifani songs.
Don't do that to me. Do you know what's pretty?
I know I can name 3 AK songs, 3 Casper songs, 3 LDB songs. I can name that now. You name me 3 Ifani songs.
I actually could.
I asked him. You sound like an Ifani fan.
Ifani were in a beef says something that Ifani was.
Ifani wasn't a beef with AKA. AKA wasn't a beef with Ifani.
But he kind of entertained him, you know, with the whole Rex thing.
It was one tweet. No.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
And it's your fault. You brought up Ifani. Watch out.
That's my personal opinion. I just don't think when it comes to Eastern Cape, I don't think like for me, my opinion, I don't feel like he's like to be mentioned when I talk about like Eastern Cape. When I talk Eastern Cape, I would mention like people who actually do work and who do work for Eastern Cape. Like people who come here to work just with kids, go to less fortunate neighborhoods and go plant seeds, bro. Yeah. I'm not talking about people who made it, but like we don't see you made it. Yeah. Like we don't see it in the street. No one. If I go to Motherwell right now, if I go to Dwesi right now, where I go teach dance, where I go.
Yeah.
Yo, do y'all know Ifani?
Yeah.
No? Y'all know Junior King, of course. Come on.
Alright, cool. Alright, so.
My bad.
Yeah. I think to kind of circle back to the point that I was trying to make, it's like that importance of your vernac, you know, because I'm pretty sure the moment he tapped into that, I mean, there are some kids in other areas that really aren't like fluent in English. But the moment he tapped into Afrikaans, they were like, oh, yo, I know this, you know, I know what he's saying here. Thanks. And I think it's the same with me. The moment I tapped in more into Xhosa, you know, I mixed it some more. People in the Lalis, bro. I got people in Mthatha. I've never been to some of these places, but I've been there for the first time because of the music. Why? Because the moment I said Olamfetu, the moment I said that's the
dopest feeling.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like the moment I'm tapping in and I'm speaking a language, because I mean, the music is, you know.
Do you know what is the, sorry to interrupt my brother, do you know what is the cheat code and the dope thing about that, man? When you so now I did Afrikaans, he did Xhosa, right?
Yeah.
Now there isn't it, right? If he decides tomorrow. So he already did it Xhosa thing.
Yeah.
He got his core base of fans.
Yeah.
People are messing with his Xhosa thing, right? If he decides tomorrow, hey, let me try vernac. Or, let me try English. Let me try English. Or whatever, or Zulu, right? Or Pitori, right? Whatever. If he tries that tomorrow, he already built such a core band, a core fan base.
That will ride with him, whatever.
They're gonna ride with him.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Like last Friday, Stars Align. Last Friday we dropped Stars Align. So we've been dropping Afrikaans bangers like for the past 6 months, right? And Ghetto is on 2.3 million views, Talaza's on 1.1 million views, Neofolk is on 1.6 million views on YouTube. And so all these Afrikaans.
In a span of 6 months.
We're like 4 videos that's on a million. And like the rest is like 500, 600k. It's like, but it's not like less, like it's no low numbers. It's just like, And I'm just as shocked. We just as shocked as you are because when we started Afrikaans music, we didn't know that this was gonna happen. Like we did not know. We did not know the whole country was gonna sing So we currently on tour. We've been on tour and we're still fully booked like up until August and taking more bookings for like up until December. So every weekend. We out of PE. When we go to any city, doesn't matter how small the city is, how big it is, people are singing our stuff word for word, bar for bar. I'll send you the videos. Right? And it's in the concept to me is insane. Like it's like I can't fathom it when I get on stage. When me and Medusa, shout out my partner Medusa.
Shout out Medusa, is sitting over
the greatest female rapper right now in South Africa. I feel like when we go on stage. And before I even say something, the crowd is already singing that back to me. Everybody, I never thought I would like get here. So it's just like also like it's a testament, man. Because I feel like if Friday I dropped the English song and people were shocked, like oh my, like it's an English joint, but people still listen to it because I built my core. You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes as an artist, there's also like a advice to young rappers or young artists. I feel like sometimes artists make music they want to make, and it doesn't resonate with the crowd. I know a lot of artists who are so talented, but they make music that they want to make, and there's a fine line because I see these artists struggling to hit the ceiling
that they can hit.
They can hit their potential to hit the ceiling, and they want to do shows, they want to tour, they want to be in music videos, they want to do features with Blackie and with Tonton, right? They want to do these things, but the music that they're currently giving out of the brand image that they're portraying is something that's opinionated to themselves. They're not checking the market, they're not checking what people want. So that's what I'm saying. First, give people what they want. When they are there, when you reel them in, now they're already here. Now you get to show them the other angles of who you are. English music, Afrobeats music, whatever. Now you introduce them. When AKA dropped Alter Ego, his first thingy, there was so much vernac on there. That song of Yimin Kulichana, ground, hit the floor. That was like Kuli them was vernac, like so you had to grab vernac, and then
it's such a perfect example actually.
And then was like levels. I started from back in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You know, just to add to that, because I feel like with the hip hop, like especially when you make the music, especially hip hop, because hip hop originates from America, and like they're the forefathers of hip hop.
New York,
and it's big in South Africa. I think outside America, it's big in South Africa more than it is any other continent in the world. But like when artists make hip hop music, they tend to think that we're trying to be American, especially when you use English. That's why I like the relation that you two have as artists of using the vernac, because I feel like it appeals to your inner authenticity first before anything else. Even at the point that you were making about artists tending to make music for themselves. Generally, as an artist, by mere virtue of you taking up the standpoint that I'm an artist, you have to be selfless with the art, you know. It doesn't have to be about you only, it has to be about your fans as well, your audience.
Because you're not the only one listening to it.
But you could argue that in the sense that how am I going to know who you are unless I know who I am? I think the argument is also like be true to yourself at the same time, because there's no point. I could never be Junior
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I see Junior's he's going crazy, the numbers are wild, and I'm like, you know what? I'm a big Junior. It's not gonna work because people are gonna take my, hey, it's too gimmicky, it's not real, it's not true. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be careful to others that be like, oh, yo, for the sake of marketability, don't lose yourself, stay true. Because at the same time, we're gonna pick up on a phony. You know what I'm saying? You wanna be like, this Slate Broer, he's trying to be like this and like that, and we don't miss that. They never know.
No, I agree 100% what you're saying, man. But what would you tell the artist, right, who stays true to himself right now, but that can't break that ceiling and can't break that barrier that he or she wants to break? Because I have a lot of artist friends, and the frustration is them not being able to blow up, and that's what they really want. But then they true to themselves. So there's like this.
Can I ask, are these people that have been pushing the thing like
longer than me? Yo, first everyone who raps, all my friends who raps longer than me, and some of them is so happy for me that I'm blowing up faster than them, and obviously some of them is like very. Whoa, I've been rapping for 10 years, you just
and nothing is happening for
you just started dropping,
it's not popping
a year ago when you're not touring already. And your music is like doing that, you know what I mean?
I mean that then works on execution. You know what I'm saying? Like how well do you articulate your you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to do? Because hey man, I could go there and speak about like the pop I ate this morning and the slides I'm wearing and all that, because that's true to me, but if it doesn't sound good, no offense, but if the masses don't view it as, hey yo, this is not what I'm on, or like I don't relate to this, then it won't blow. You know what I'm saying? So I think the answer to that is, be true to yourself, but also number one, relatability. This is what I mean we have in common, that South Africanacity in the language, you know, that thing of like, he has his unique sound with Medusa and all that, with the Afrikaans, at which, I mean, it's an untapped market, you know. So for them to be able to express themselves like that became a thing that was like, yo, actually, you know, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is actually what we want. This is what we need. He's able to hit corners where people haven't been able to hit corners. You know, he could go to places where, I don't know, they'll book who's huge now, Ghana will book Ghana there, and they won't vibe, but they'll vibe to him because, you know, they can relate to him more they can Ghana and any other person who's like seen as mainstream and what else. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's that thing. Be unique, be true, be relatable. Don't fake it for the markets and all that. Just be like, you know what? Nasty C just made a song that sounds like boom ka, and I'll go buka.
Find your bag.
Find your bag. Find your pocket, bro, and you'll thrive.
I feel like on that point, just to think it before we ask the question again. Sometimes you have to be cognizant that things take time. You know.
Of course.
Like there's no better teller of something than time. Like how much graft you put in to whatever it may be. Like time is the revealer of all things. Because sometimes like a person may blow it, but then they stagnate within the industry because someone was like, yo, this person, he had a shot, they made it, and they popping and whatnot, and then the career tends to stagnate right throughout and whatnot. And then the person who's been grafting for a while, 10 years plus, is not making it, they get onto the scene, and then for them, things just go on up and up right through their career, you know. That just goes to show that like the paths to artistry, to whatever it may be, they're not the same.
They'll never be the same.
You know,
they'll never be the same. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are done. You've answered all the questions.
Is it?
Done. You've answered everything. That's fine. Which one should I start with?
Go for it.
How do you approach songwriting process?
It's not the same. And I think you could agree with that. It's like it's not the same. Sometimes you hop on there with an idea, or like sometimes my phone is always on me, right? Because I will sometimes think of a melody or whatever, and then I'm on voice note, the voice note app, like sing this melody, and then when I'm in the studio, I'm like, actually there was a melody I had, put some voice to that melody. Or sometimes there'll be something on your mind for so long, then you're like, you know what, I need to let this out. Or I have this other note of mine. I've been adding notes on that since 2021, bro. Like random punchlines. You know what I'm saying? And like when I'm like, okay, you know what, I want to do something, or like, here's a sick beat, and I'm kind of going on a try, just going through that for inspiration and be like, oh yeah, there was this line, let's see if I can build on that. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you just freestyling and it's like, okay, let's just do this, we'll just freestyle the whole thing. Like, it's not the same for each song. Like, each body of work is its own body, and you need to treat it as such, you know? You know what I'm saying?
It's actually great now that I think of it, because you guys were at Red Bull Dance Your Style Festival final. Like, I saw you guys both are performing, and we happened to have both of you guys here, like, at the same time. And it didn't happen by, it happened by accident, but it's like a beautiful accident.
It did have an accident.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Bro, shout out to you.
Blessings, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Slate, because I know a lot of artists wouldn't want to like share the spotlight. And be like, no, I don't do this alone. So really thank you so much. I really appreciate for you letting me just like barge it on you.
No, it's
for making this great episode.
Nice, gonna This is gonna be a nice one.
We are.
And Junior King, man, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you also answer on your writing process? I think the questions that you asked both of us.
Yeah,
no problem, bro. No problem. Bro, I just came from. I just recorded the song finished before I came here.
Yeah.
So the song that I did today. Well, we did 2 songs. Last night we recorded. No, I'm lying. Yesterday we recorded a song. We finished it last night, and then today I recorded like a freestyle. So I will use those 2 examples. Yesterday, me and Medusa's in the studio, chilling. Now we're smoking a pipe, playing some game. We're chilling, and beat is playing. So now it's a slow beat, but it's like it picks up. You know what I mean? Like R&B top. Alright, I'm like okay. For me, I don't approach no song like before I get to the song. Like, I don't think about music at all during my day. Like, I don't think about no songs, no melodies, no verses. I don't write no lyrics down, no nothing until I get to the studio and the beat plays. That's when I only start thinking about the song. Like, I don't think about no music before that. I have too much. Like, I'm a father. I'm a dancer, choreographer. I have friends. I just have so much to do. Admin, because I make the mixes for us. I'm like the manager, so I have to do the bookings and the plane tickets and the accommodation.
This man is wearing so many hats.
And I have to be like, oh, I'm a dance studio. Oh, my kids are going to Dubai in July. I have to get sponsors for them. So I'm just doing so much. And I'm a father. I'm just like, so I'm not even trying to think about music. So only when I get free time and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record music now. That's the only time I think about music. So I go into the studio. I would play the beat, or my producer would send me beats. I would go through it, and I was just like the same like he said. I was just like, I'll hear it, and I'll just know what to do.
Yeah.
Like I think all the music that I've consumed over the years now, I think just built this organ inside of me.
Yeah.
So whenever a beat plays, I just know automatically what flow
instinctively
goes where. Like today, I did like a freestyle. I freestyled the whole thing. I didn't even take out a pen, nothing. I was like freestyling the whole thing. Finished a song yesterday. We recorded a song which I think is like gonna be song of the year.
Shoo!
Like I swear.
Boom, 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 boom.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, that music video. That music video, people already waiting for the music video, and they're like, yeah, now I'm million views immediately. Like that song for me is so big. Like every time I listen to it, I get emotional. And this was something we recorded yesterday. Nah, it's me now. Yeah, she has a verse there. I'm singing in the hook, and then I'm like rapping in the verse, and then she's like, so I don't know. Our songs with the most streams, like Ghetto is like 1 point something million streams on Spotify and on Apple Music and all these things. That's the video. That's the video that has 2.3 million views on YouTube. That song, we got the beat on YouTube. So download the beat, and then the beat goes ghetto, ghetto. All I did was like I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna say something, and then every end of my sentence, she's gonna say ghetto. So I'm like, started from in Afrikaans, started from the bottom, and I'm coming from then she goes ghetto. I'm like, then I'm like, kap safe met die broese in nie. Danser maar die dansers ke my binne in nie. Then I say, ek en Tony het 'n trek uit. Now, me and Tony, a Baba, we have also a viral song, but that song's called Ghetto. So I'm like, yo! So I'm like, me and Tony, ek en Tony het
versatility.
You know what I mean? And me not thinking anything of the song, bro. I freestyle the song. I'm like, yo, Nana, you wanna jump on the song? She's like, yeah. Kada bro, she jumped on the song. I'm like, yeah, we don't think nothing, bro. We drop our EP. The song is what number? What was it on the EP? Number 3. Was track 3 on the EP. Like, it was in the EP. It's there. We didn't think about it, nothing. Yo, woke up the next day, TikTok, dog. I don't know. There's probably like thousands and tens and thousands of people that did a video to that song. Celebrities, everybody. Then that song blew up. And then that's where we were like giving them songs back to back. And another thing is that we drop music every Friday. For the
So
last
Friday's
6
a
months.
thing, like every Friday you're dropping songs.
Every Friday we drop. If you're not dropping music, then we give people a podcast episode. If it's not a podcast episode, we give them a music video. And our first EP had 5 songs. We did a music video for each song on the EP.
Dope.
Our second EP, Dancers with the Rapper 2, there's 8 songs. And we did 6 music videos so far. We need to do 2 more.
You guys do a lot.
Yeah.
So our mantra in life, we trying to create visuals for every single song that we drop.
Yeah.
I love
As
that.
far as project goes,
Can I
and
interject
we're
you?
95% successful right now.
Because, like, you know, when you listen to an artist project,
Yes.
there's so many, you visualize a music video for their song, and you're like, I wish they shot a music
So,
video.
how many songs of K Dot do you think like, oh, why was there a music video?
Yeah. Because, you know, for them, they say it's too expensive to shoot a music video, like, that's why they have to at least have a money for you, you know?
By the way, I'm here to tell you, Cat, Ghetto is shot with my iPhone. 2.3 million, talk to me nicely. Nobody wie sê wat? 4K camera, Ronin, cost,
Yeah.
props, ton, 300K. iPhone video, iPhone 16, 2.3 million video. Ronin, these lights, these boom,
couple of
teams, makeup, a couple 100K. You tell me,
Yeah.
is what is important? You tell me. Scab. You don't need production. You don't need no. Like we do production because we smart too.
Yeah.
Like today I feel like doing a high production because I like the song. Boom. But like, bro, if I need a music video out, there's my team.
Yeah.
There's my team. I don't have no one else. Go slow, charge my phone.
Yeah.
We're gonna go shoot anyway.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. I sit down, come back home, smoking a pipe. She makes me a pipe, play some game. I edit. Yeah, what's the time? Okay, 3 o'clock Friday. We need to drop music video out with the song. Boom, million views. Don't have time to wait on.
Yeah.
After. Shout out.
You know, I feel like you should listen to what that he has to say about that, because I mean, as an artist on the come up again, you get artists that be like, I can't start because I don't have this and this and this. You just heard 2 million views of an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have the
Literally,
base.
you're the person that's limiting
This and
yourself.
this. Yeah.
Edited on CapCut.
Yeah, you check.
Behind you.
Yeah.
On CapCut, dog.
Yeah.
They on free.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it. I keep telling people.
Just start, bro.
Oh, don't
Just
have,
do.
I don't have a studio.
Just do.
I had niggas. I don't have a studio. I had niggas recording on the earphones.
Yeah.
Bangers.
That's how we started, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you started, bro.
The earphones is anything.
Just close up, bro.
Cover with a towel.
Genuine. Real talk.
Oh my soul.
Yeah.
Triple X, RIP.
Yeah.
Bro, some of his biggest songs was recorded on headphones.
Yeah.
Some of his biggest songs.
Bro, look at this.
It's 2025.
Steve Lacy. Steve Lacy made
was gonna say
Pride
Steve Lacy, yeah.
on the iPhone. You know what I'm saying?
Steve Lacy
Yeah.
recorded it.
On an iPhone, bro. He didn't go and pull up, because I mean,
You need after.
you,
Listen, shout out after.
shout out after.
Shout out. So it's like a lot of artists, man. This is a big thing in the industry. Some artists, they do their music video now.
Yeah.
And then by the time the film people and the camera people and the editors, and by the time they're done with your music video, you recorded a whole new album.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear that song because you previewed that song 3 months. People are editing, Junior is still in the editing process. We're gonna get Junior is still. Bro, I don't have time for you and your editing team Like I need my song out by Friday, so I cut off I cut off all that extra. I cut off everybody. I cut off my distribution people, my publishing people. I cut off anybody who has nothing to do with what we trying to do. So no one is getting no money from us. We seeing 100% of our money from our gigs. We seeing 100% money from our distribution. So all the songs that we drop, all the money we make on YouTube, the revenue from YouTube monetization, TikTok revenue, any revenue, 100% come to our pockets and we can sell money. There's no manager, there's no distribution company who distribute and they take a 20% and they take a 20%.
Now it comes in here,
100. Huh?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's the way.
We got a big, I'm not gonna say the company's name because I will freak out. They wanted to sign us. Like, bro, telling you, like, life-changing sign, right? But when you read the contract and it's like, okay, I'm gonna be in Billboard in New York. Okay, I'm gonna rap shows with Travis Scott, sharp. But like, I'll never own my stuff again, ever. Never gonna own my image.
It's important you say that.
If they decide tomorrow, Medusa, we want you always singing in the phone. Medusa has no choice. That's what they want for her.
The contracts have you like this.
So it's fine.
You understand? So you know that point where people say, you sell your soul. I want the kids to know it's not actually selling your soul. It's literally giving up what you believe in, your vision, your dignity. And just like for myself, I'll never give up my manhood for anything. You're not gonna tell me to wear anything that I don't want to wear in a video. And I'm not against anybody. I love everybody, but like, you're not gonna take what I believe in away from me. And that's why we had to make the hard decision to go through this thing.
And I can imagine it was difficult at first.
Of course, bro. When you see record labels pulling up, record, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then those advances.
Advance, 1 million. What happened to Sarah before she died?
Yeah, R.I.P. Zahara.
Sarah, what happened before she
I
died?
actually don't know.
Slowly way,
Yeah, she owned like 20% on.
She's the biggest.
Yeah. She owned like 20%.
I only heard that after.
Zahara was
She
the
went through
biggest
it.
artist. Zahara was the GOAT.
Yeah, she was.
She was, bro.
It was only her in AKA at some point. Every year it's just
Zahara. And then before she died, she was complaining she's broke.
Yeah.
This
It's always
industry
sad.
doesn't care.
It's always sad.
Very brutal
Bro, you
cutthroat
can-
industry.
The thing is, bro, as a business person, they just trying to make their money back. Yeah, they're just trying to make their money back. They don't really, to be honest, they care little about you. That's why you find people like Timberland right now. He just started an AI label. Why? People are gonna be like, they're gonna fund that because they're like, hey, now I don't have to stress about artists' emotions and what they're trying to do. And which I'm heavily against it.
Yeah, he got bashed so hard for that.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like it's human creativity.
It takes away from our creativity, bro.
and those AI, what they call systems, they learn on other people's music. They can't create. They're not creative. They don't have brains. They
And
don't
the
have
biggest thing that was
souls.
being bashed was the fact that they lack emotion.
Yeah.
Hold on. Off topic, how did you start this whole thing, and how did you start this whole thing? Like, how did you guys get into where you guys are into right now?
Yeah.
I'm keen. Now, let's start with you.
Yeah, we're interviewing them now.
Yeah.
Give me the papers.
That's all I want to know. Just one question. That's all I want to know. I just want to know how you got into this. How, like, is this a passion, or is it just like something you just like darling on the side to get by?
Okay, so this is his project.
Okay.
But I am currently studying media presenting and screen acting.
Why are you doing
and
that?
actor. I'm doing it because I'm doing it because
It feels.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's your passion.
Yes.
Game.
There you go.
Same here, bro.
Don't say
Basically,
Your words. Don't AI.
It all goes to passion. Like I was saying to Onyx off cam, like I always wanted to be part of a podcast. Like I literally had a vision board that I wrote down. Like I'm going to be part of a groundbreaking podcast. You know? So when I got here first year, this guy, you know, I've had beat plans. You see with Stay Night that you had on the Homeless Crusade.
Yes.
We've been speaking on N, bro. Like we send each other 13-minute VNs the whole time. Like when we converse, that's how we converse. We send each other long like VNs. The whole time, you know, like, bro, we should genuinely do a podcast. But it just couldn't come to fruition. However way we tried. Kept on like, hey man, how are we gonna go about it? Maybe we're gonna shoot with a phone, blah blah blah. Hey man, like eventually when it happens, it's gonna happen. First year, Onyx comes through after, you know, he's like, yo bro, I've been had this vision and I need faces for a podcast, bro. I was like, what? This is crazy. Shout out
Yeah. Must smile.
That's all I wanted to know.
The passion.
That's all I want to know.
The love of it.
I'm telling you, you're gonna have the biggest podcast in PE, bro. Yeah. Next, you must bring Medusa on next for episode. You must bring Medusa.
Without a doubt.
And I got you a couple of dope artists like you know, almost unplugged everybody. So whenever you need that,
say that. But yeah, man, just on that last topic that we were speaking of, like you made mention of shooting so many music videos, and I just got the sense that you're so visual because like you dance also, you know, and then it's like someone who dances, they like to see themselves, even their moves and whatnot. So that translates to actually seeing so many videos, which so many people lack in that regard. And even the fact that like you made mention to how with music, you don't like it just shows how your creative processes are different because like he'll be thinking Slate said he'll be thinking of something for a while and then he'll be like, oh okay, when he gets in studio he shot something on the notes and then or it's a VN that he sent and then you like you do so many things but you switch off on the music sometimes. But like when you get in studio mode, you're fully locked in. And I just love like how you show the parallels like you two as artists in terms of how to go about the music and how you go about creating. And you spoke about your creative freedom now and how you wouldn't give it up for anything, even your man. And like even when I was scrolling your Instagram, I saw you've been working with so many people. You worked with Halls, you've worked with ShopRite, you've worked with I don't even know how to pronounce this alcohol brand, Jose Cuervo.
Tequila brand,
like how do you go about conceptualizing such brand deals? Like do they give you creative freedom on like they like, hey Junior, we see what you're doing, just do your thing, man? Or is it like a thing whereby
it's like it's so before a brand approaches me, they already know what I'm about. They already did research on me. They already saw what type of videos I do. So they would never ask me to do something out of pocket, right? And if they do, I would turn it down. So I would never accept a brand deal that's gonna ask me to do something out of my brand. Like if I have a brand, and if it's not, if something isn't fitting my brand, like I'm not doing it. Doesn't matter how much money like you putting on the table, because I'm not doing this thing for money. You know what I mean? There's enough of that. So I'm very selective with my brands. Something especially with like, you know, brands that uplift me and support me and support my brand, and it's like something that's I'm like aligned with. So that's why I did like Walls, Jose Cuervo, like the #1 tequila, like, you know what I mean, in the world. So
I was gonna say, like, out of all these brands that I saw, I like that one the most. How it looks, the feel of it.
And with Jose Cuervo went even further than just the alcohol branding. We did an actual dance competition with him, where myself, Uncle Vanny, and Kamo was the judges. We're continuing with that. We had like a luncheon in December. And they were like just there to thank us for everything. I'm currently working with Dove and Amazon.
Oh yeah, I saw that actually.
I currently signed a deal with Dove and Amazon. That's also coming out now soon. So to come back to your question, when these brands approach me, they already know my vibe, so they won't ask me to do anything off Junior King. They'll rather tell me, they won't give me total freedom, but they'll rather be like, we want something. So, for example, Dove, right? Dove was like, we want you to display our new lotion, but we need to do it in your way. So, some way, maybe there's dancing, you're coming from a studio, you're waking up, but I just need to make it me, Junior King, but my people. So, most brands, and shout out to all my brands I work with, they are like super understanding. Most of them just want me to be myself and push their product through me being me to my fans. You know what I mean? So I've never had a problem with any brand when it comes to, you know what I mean, asking me to be like, yo, please do like this.
And wear dress and
You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle.
Something completely unorthodox.
You know, it's actually crazy because, sorry to cut you off from cutting you off, but that's actually the ads and the brand deals that are going to resonate with the people anyway. Because if you're trying to work with him, you're trying to get his people to buy your product. So why would you do something that doesn't resonate with him? You see, so
you're just gonna alienate his fans.
Other brands, take notes. You know what I'm saying? Don't let us change.
I hope the brands are
Don't let us change. yeah. I just had to add that in.
Time to have another question there for us.
Do you guys ever experience creative block? So that's when you.
No, sorry. I'm so sorry. Onyx just threw me off. Go again. Onyx
was on my big cast. I don't know why he's thinking.
Oh, that's like this. That's Onyx. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Continue.
Guys, don't throw my co-host hope here. Please.
Exactly. I'm gonna leave.
No.
That's it.
And leave.
We can't have our superstar leaving.
Do you guys ever experience creative block? That's when you you can't be creative, like you.
Not necessarily you can't be creative, but you can't articulate sometimes what you're trying to do. Like it happens, and I think Junior will answer how he kind of deals with it. But there are times where you're just like, oh, bruh, I'm hearing this, but like it's not sounding the way I want to sound it. I leave it for a while, then come back to it. You're like. It happens. I think the way I do it is to you almost force the inspiration out sometimes, just go back and listen to more music, keep on drafting, keep on it, you know what I'm saying? Stay on it, sometimes take a break from it, because sometimes that is created by fatigue as well. You've been, like, let's say you're in the studio 5 hours, you're making all this and this and this, and by the time you get another beat, you're like, yo, or sometimes you'll hear a beat, or somebody will send you something, you're like, this is actually sick. But right now, the way to approach it, let me sit on it. The next day you come back and then it's also smooth.
Let it marinate.
Yeah. Now it's like, oh, where was all this back then? You know what I'm saying?
So true.
Nah. You get it. You be like, dog, hey, I'm really messing with this, but this is, I don't like. I'm not liking. Let me just give it some time. And then you get those times, and it's the best time. Sometimes you just like you're floating and you get it, and at the same time, you on it. You know what I'm saying? You on it, it comes. So yes, it comes. The creative block comes. It's the worst. But there are ways to kind of either force yourself out, or sometimes don't force yourself out. You come up with something that that's not good for anyone. But you it's good to sometimes take a break, take a breather.
What about you? Do you tend to have creative block, writer's block at any point?
To be honest with you, nah.
You drop every Friday.
He drops every Friday.
Yeah, he drops every Friday. Because, like, there's a Kendrick line on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers where he's like, writer's block for 2 years, nothing moved.
5 years.
As an artist speak through me. That's what you're hearing now. The voice of you is truly.
Yeah.
So it's like, if an artist that big can have writer's block for 2 years, nothing moved him. Like, do you ever have a
Do you know what it
nothing
is?
moves you? Like,
Nah, bro.
this man is so real. I love it.
Nah, my mother's life. Nah, I don't like. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off as cocky, bro. But like it really comes off easy to me, man. Like I'm now. You believe in the 10,000 hour theory?
Yes.
Right?
What is it?
So to master something.
There's a theory that if you want to master anything, you must spend 10,000 hours doing it in order to master it.
How many days is that?
I have no idea.
That's years though. I know
Yeah,
it's 5 to
saying.
7 years. Yeah.
So I feel like when it comes to like dancing, I don't even choreograph prior to in a workshop anymore. I can literally go to any workshop, have no moves in my mind, right? She can ask Medusa, you can ask Slow, they'll testify for me. We had class yesterday. Yeah, we had class yesterday. Like, I would go to class, I would have no song, no choreography. I just got there. I'm chilling in the car. I'm not thinking about like where I'm going. I'm always in the moment, guys. Everything that I'm doing right now is what is my
focus
life.
on that, yeah.
I'm not thinking about nothing after this. So when I get there, I'm like, oh, I don't have a song. Oh no, I don't have choreography even. I don't even prep. But it just comes like, bro, I just play a song and I would just freestyle choreography.
Yeah.
And then teach it repetition, and then I will remember it after I taught it. Like I just make it up in front of the kids, like right here, and I will remember the whole routine. And then not like the same with music. Like if I play a beat,
You must have had the greatest orals like in primary school.
100%. Me and my best friend, Jaden, like we decided in grade 7 we're gonna rap all our orals.
That is great.
I swear, we like Jaden is my best friend. He will tell you. We decided we're gonna rap our orals, bro, in class. Like we were funny, man. We were clowns, and like the class really laugh. We always making jokes. Like me and him was the class clowns. My best friend, like. So by the time when it comes to orals, we like. I will rap it. And then we just rap our orals and the teacher laugh, and like it was a good time. So we didn't get 100%, but hey, we passed.
That's all that matters, my dog.
I want to bring it to a very contentious topic that Onik has been singing that we speak about for some while.
Naughty, naughty.
Something that resembles meat, you know, like.
Bro, and then he did this.
No, diddy.
And then he did this.
This guy.
Censorship.
Yeah, we have to censor that. Beef, what's your thoughts on beef? Like, we know, I believe you engaged in beef currently. Someone's beefing you, I don't know, there's been back and forth tracks.
Yeah.
Can you maybe shed light on that? What's going on?
Of course. I'll definitely shed light on the beef because it doesn't mean that much to me in real life. Come on, with you, alright? You see there's me and someone is beefing right now. Now there's like 20 plus Junior King diss tracks out right now. Swear to God. I swear to God. Like there's 20 plus Junior King diss tracks out. Like by different rappers. I didn't even get to, I probably only got to like one of them, to listen to one of them. And then made up my mind what the other 19 was about. You know what I mean? So, this is what happened. I'm a very confrontational person, right? That's just the color in me, like, you know what I mean? So my whole career, if someone would diss me, I would immediately diss them back. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't just diss anybody also. Like if it was like a formidable opponent, or if it was like an OG of mine that I looked up to when I was young, but now it's trying to come at me, like then I'll like diss you. Or if you like someone of value, I'll diss you. I don't just diss like any Tom and Jerry, you know what I mean? So few people dissed me. Some of them was like formidable opponents. Some of them like had some fans, and then I dissed them back. But I've been dissing people for so many years and whooping their ass. For years, bro. Like for years, whooping ass for years. Like when it comes to diss, I'm that guy. Like I'm him, bro.
Oh, so this is not new to you?
Yeah, no, I do research on my life. No. I found
I
out.
know with one of the big tracks, they said you mentioned someone's parent who passed away.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. Like I was listening to the track with you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I said what I said was. You now gonna join your dad, which is he's dead.
You?
Wait, hold on. Context. Context is very important. Context is very important.
That's why you have me here.
Yeah, listen, context is very important. I would never say such thing about another person. Anybody who knows me, Junior King as a person, I would never say something to another person unless you said something to me in equivalence. You know what I mean? When you speak about my kids, you speak about like stuff like that, when you started the district, alright? And you talked about my kids, you talked about my baby mama and like very personal things. I'm not gonna come on my district and Teletubby the situation. I'm not gonna. No, you went to my kids, bro. Like no one is talking about kids. I have a problem with you, and you have a problem with me. Why are you rapping about my offspring? Yeah. So when that happens, I'm like,
It's kids.
gloves full. So I would never ever. If you hear all my battles with all these rappers, if you hear my first district. There's so much reactions to my diss tracks on YouTube. Just search Junior King reaction or diss track reaction. You'll get a lot. All of them say the same thing on the first diss track. They all say, Junior King went soft on him. The first one. They always say that. Junior King went soft. He went soft on the first diss track. Then when the other guy, the opponent, gets disrespectful, my second diss track is always like, okay, now I'm gonna
turning
go.
the heat on.
So that the second one, when you heard about the dad, that was my second diss track. My first one was going normal. They're singing you boom boom boom. You know what I mean? And then you go to kids and ex-wife and deep. And I'm like, alright, I can't now.
Can't back
Back off.
down,
I'm gonna go fully either. But so then I went for his dad, and then I went for his real name also. His name is Andre Graham, but his real name is Awonke Ryan Tony.
Why'd you go?
Wait.
That's what you can definitely be that if you want to, but that's what you're talking about, Mos. You're talking about that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just talking about what you're talking about. So me and him isn't beefing anymore. I moved on from that beef.
Alright.
He
Peacefully.
Yeah, he needed it obviously way more than I did.
Okay.
He was dropping an EP at the time and he needed some clout. He only has like 400 followers to my 3.6 million, so it makes sense.
Real.
So yeah, I gave him that, and I'm all for building colors, bro, in any shape or form. If I build you through that dust, go build a career.
Has it been all colored rappers that have
Go
been
build a
rapping
career.
this
Yeah. Go build a career now. After that, without using my name.
It's wild.
So what did you say? Only colored rappers?
Yeah, that have been dissing you. Like you said, there's 19 diss tracks
Of
against you.
course, bro. Black people love me. White people love me.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, we were speaking off air on the topic, like Slate and I and Luba, we were
Yeah.
speaking about how the colored community is so
Technically,
supportive of
We
each
were
other.
saying you guys are supporting.
Colored people are supportive of each other.
Bruh, you see Sip and Chill.
Medusa saying no.
Yo. Wait, let me speak to colored people. Their equivalence to colored people being together. You see something, Show?
No, wait.
My guy, get DJs and alcohol anyway and we're pulling up. That's not colors supporting each other.
Nah, I think
I'm gonna give you an example.
Yeah.
Let's get 10 upcoming colored rappers.
Yeah.
That's not popping yet. 10 upcoming and put them in a show.
And then see who
And tell people, yo, there's 10 upcoming rappers performing, no other headline,
Yeah.
tickets are $50.
You know
Then we'll
what?
see what community
We were actually the basis of our conversation was like how I mean I want to say Eastern Cape but mainly Quebec, they late adopters. You know, I was saying this because they didn't catch on to. I'm gonna speak for myself. What I see is until you are proven and people upload you outside of here, then you know what I'm saying. Like they'll catch on.
That's the Jesus theory, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the Jesus theory. That's like no one loved Jesus in his hometown.
Yeah.
He had to vie,
Yeah.
to get respect, and to be known as like Jesus. And then
You know
they
what
were
I'm
like,
saying?
oh, there's actually Jesus.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
He was Jesus the whole time.
He's from here. You know what I'm saying? You went to Lawson Brown, dude. Only when you know what I'm saying?
Only when you army, empty,
Now it's out. You know what I'm saying? Even
the only mess with you when you're coming
out.
outside.
Yeah.
Now you see, that's the thing. I moved to Jersey for 4 years.
Yeah.
I moved to Jersey with that same mentality.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to line here to make it. And I'm granted, I made it in Jersey. I was a permanent dancer at Idols. I was doing Miss SA. Yes.
Light bulb moments.
Do you know what that reminded me of? Imagine Hannah Montana takes off. That's me. That's what that was. Yeah, it's him.
That's
so many things, bro. You've done so many things, though. Also, at the same time, I'm just being cognizant of that.
So like I went to Jersey for that. For I was a permanent dancer on Idols for like years. Miss SA would do X Party of the Year with Boonsley, Amodisele, Pretty Ugly, Black Coffee, Nasty C. We're doing all these shows and things. But then I wasn't. So my bank account was like, nah, bro. Like I got paid nice. I'm on TV every week. I'm happy. People at home was like, oh, June, he's on MTN advert. He's on this. You know. And then I wasn't happy. Like mentally, like I wasn't happy. My friends wasn't there. My family. And Josie's people was just like,
It's a different life.
oh, cringe, bro. Like Josie's people is just like, for themselves, man.
Yeah.
Especially everyone I was around. Like no one really cares about the next person. Like people like literally left me stranded, and I'm here with you. Like, I know people in PE would never do that. People in PE, yo, we're gonna wait here next transport coming.
Yeah.
Wait here, what you know about it? We're gonna wait here, we're gonna wait here until the transport come. Like, you know what I mean? We a lot of things. But a friendly city, we definitely are. Like, so I'm not used to this selfish and hostility from people. So I came crying home from rehearsals, bro. Like something that gave me so much life and gave me so much happiness. That the opposite in Josie. Dancing was, dancing. I came
It felt
home.
like a job.
For the first time in my whole life.
It felt like a job.
My passion felt like a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I came home like, and I just was like, nah. And then I moved back to PE. I was like, F this, bro. I left my whole house, furniture, everything in Josie. I left my TV, my bed, everything, my house. The flat I was living in, I left it just like that. I dumped in Korea, nothing down to PE. I'm like, yo, I'm starting fresh. Going back to PE, and then I was working on this impossible idea, or what people think is impossible, that you can't make it out of your hood.
Yeah.
What we're talking about right now, right? You're like, you can't make it outside of PE. You must go to Joburg to make it. You must go to Cape Town to make it. So I wanted to be one of like none to try and come back home, build from here, develop here, make studios, rap studios, build the upcoming rappers, have dance studios, build dancers, and still try to keep the PE name fresh and do things here while getting booked in Namibia. Right? So I made myself, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make myself so valuable or so important or so like useful that even if I'm in PE, if you really want me in Josie, you're gonna get me there. And that's my life right now. Like I'm in PE, I have a house in PE, you know what I mean? Chilling, you know what I mean? With my friends, my family, my kids. Like I love PE so much. Like this is my paradise. So I'm getting best of both worlds now. I'm home, where I'm loved, where I'm with people I love, where I'm like at home, you know what I mean? And I get to travel the globe. Like Namibia, we have a gig there, boom, move. Dubai, July, move, boom. Joburg, Cape Town, brrr. So if they want me there, they'll fly me out, I'm there, but I'm coming back home, I'm not gonna be there for too long, especially Josie.
I love that, man, because you say like things got hectic and you started not loving what you used to love in Joburg before you came back down here. So it sounds like you have plans to stay like
in PE
for good. You want to make this your base. You pop
my base, yeah. I want to make this my head office, right? But my big plan, not my big plan, my plan next to move to Cape Town. Yeah, but I'm gonna have a house here. I'm still gonna have a house here. I want the house here still. I want the studios here still. I want the rap studio here for youngins who want to rap and who can't afford to make music. I want all of that still in PE, but then I'm gonna vibe to Cape Town and I'll obviously just move back. In that way, I'm also doing job creation because my studios are still running. I still have, you know what I do? I don't hire outside choreographers to work for me. I use my students. Like Jordan came to my studio at Black Box. And my studio was still there. Jordan was this small, an Indian boy, had no rhythm, couldn't have a piano, didn't know what this was, nothing. He couldn't even, had no rhythm. Today he's like taller than me. First of all, it made me feel so old. Taller than me, and he's now a junior choreographer. So when I'm not at work, when I'm not at the studio, he dances for me. My baby sister, Ika, shout out to her. She's also a junior choreographer. So I'm like developing and building all these dancers up. So now when they grow up, they're doing their own gigs, bro. My sister did work for Nasty, sing the products, money. My sister does brand. My baby sister does her own brand deals from dancing. And my students are now doing ShopRite gigs, KFC music videos. My kids are being put in these positions to win and to make their own money at 16, 15, outside of
the whole family is creative from what I'm hearing from you.
No, that's kept. I'm the only creative in my whole family. The only reason my baby sister is creative is because I trained them.
And I think that's
no one can dance, rap, nothing in my family. My family is like this the most normal, like colored family, like work, 9 to 5, mechanic. My mom was a sign language interpreter.
Oh, dope.
And a club manager at the same
Oh,
time.
dope, yeah.
That's where that started.
Shout out
5 years
moms.
old, no babysitter.
Yeah.
Come to club, bro. I don't know. Auntie Jess is gonna look after you.
Yeah.
Where's Junior? Where's Junior? Oh, did you guys see him?
He's dancing.
No, what is there on the table? 5 years old. Will Smith. Okay, jiggy with it.
Jiggy with it.
Oh, God. So to answer your question, I know that was like a long answer, but my bad.
No, we don't mind that. I don't know how much time do we still have a lot of time to, or do I have to cut? Okay. Damn, guys, it feels like we could speak forever, you know, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what? They need to have a part 2.
I was about to say the same! And we need to have a part. I know, okay, everybody in the comment section, please, part 2, spam them for a part 2. King Slate must be back.
Yeah.
Because we need to carry on like this wasn't enough. I feel like, but yo,
man, we appreciate you so much.
so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for your first time.
I'm sure you've learned a lot, man.
Oh my God.
Slate,
Yo, my brother, thank you so very much.
Listen,
he's asking for a few bars before we close.
ooh, Slate, let's get it.
We want me to freestyle for free. Freestyle for free.
You need your money for
Yeah, I'm gonna freestyle.
Guys, Inside the Tribe Season 2, Episode 5. Junior King Slate the Great.
Well, I'm fit.
Tamajola, Kamakasa, QC. Hi, Sugar Bagams. You know it's been real, man. We love you guys. Oh, wait. Please shout out your socials also. So
Oh,
that
God.
people-
Slate the Great _ everywhere, my dog. Google my name, you're gonna find me.
Yeah, sorry.
Talking like a true artist.
Yeah, Junior King _ SA on Instagram, on TikTok, the Junior King official.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Junior King also follow Kay Medusa. That's my partner till death. She also has Medusa Studios where she's like a technician. You know what I mean, lashes, bro. You know what I mean, eyebrows.
Slay. You know
nails.
You know now.
Massage, complete. Yeah. If you can maybe like, yo, out of respect, if I can maybe like send you like our power, if you can post it on the Onga, like shout out to her. Shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm like even Junior King today. Shout out to my
This is like Ricky Rick's Till I Die outro on Family.
Oh God! Don't say that! Shout out to my stepdad, who's actually my real dad. Shout out to him for stepping up. Shout out to my students. Shout out to my baby sister. Shout out to Blind Gang Records. Shout out to all the artists in my label. We're taking over this year. You already know we got nominated for 11 awards at the PE Pop Awards. 11. That's crazy. I'm gonna come back to this to and tell you how much you want 11.
We need those 11 accolades over here.
Someone blow me on the next fun facts. There's that. And shout out to everybody who's been supporting us. All our fans, our diehard fans. Thank you guys so much. On YouTube, the channel is Junior King SA. We're almost on 50,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Boom. And hopefully next time when we do another episode, me and Slate would have had featured already on a song.
I mean, you heard it here first.
That's me like manifesting the camping, you know what I mean, throwing my hint over there. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for having us.
Really appreciate you so much, man. You guys are such a vibe, man. Shout out, guys.
I'm telling you, they're gonna ask for episode 2, bro. I'm telling you, yo.